Well, Steve Bannon had just made comments about this trade war, stating that China was going to feel the brunt of this because Trump will not back down in regards to the measures he's putting into place. Now, following a surge in Chinese, European, and much of the U.S. equity markets this week, it was talked that this could potentially continue, but it looks like all that just ended as China has countered. And all these things were spiking because all the talk of a trade war, had people in doubt of this and that. Well, then Jamie Dimon and others started coming out and stating that's not the case. They started downplaying the whole thing, and that led to a surge and a rise in different areas of the markets. But then we have the reality that Trump just put into motion here, a 10% duty on $200 billion worth of goods. And China and the United States were scheduled to meet in order to dial back these tensions, but now China is saying that it's downgrading the team with a mid-level delegation that it's sending, and it's basically saying they are not going to try to talk or hash out anything if they're under threat. So they're basically saying that that's where it sits, that they're under threat. And China has rescinded the proposals to send 2 delegations to Washington. And they say Beijing is following up on its pledge to avoid negotiating under threat. So that's their stance as of right now in terms of negotiating. They feel they are under threat. And it escalates the situation, obviously. As every round gets applied to this, you have to stop and take a look at it and say, okay, are we really getting ahead? Are we really getting anything out of China at this point? Because every time he serves something up, they want to counter with their own, trying to level the playing field with this tit for tat back and forth. But it's escalating, and it's going to continue to grow larger and larger and larger until, in my opinion, they accept the fact that they're guilty of the intellectual property theft, among other things, around the globe, from all sorts of countries and people. The examples go on and on and on and on and on. All I have to do is take one peek into China, and you can see that every single thing you ever knew or ever knew of in terms of items and their names has been changed. So that's where things sit right now in terms of this back and forth. Wanted to give an update. I'm going to leave a link. I'll continue to update on the situation as things progress. Hopefully they can find some kind of ground here. But like I said, we're not going to get to anywhere good in this situation until China accepts what they've done. It's been Dabu7. Peace.